Hey man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. If it's your first time tuning in, you already know who it is. It's your boy Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. And y'all already know who I got in the building with me, my constituents, my compadres, my brothers from another mother who are actually in awe of my t-shirt. If you listen on the radio waves, I have the best shirt on in the city right now, but I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce everybody on the show right now. We got to my right, y'all left watching via Facebook Live. Ralph Clay, Dak's biggest supporter. He's on a high. Dak playing good. Russell Wilson playing good. He's on a high right now. Ralph, go on, man. Introduce yourself, man.
What's up, world? Broncos is 3-0. Patty Mahomes, who? Josh Allen, who? Just teams. We just had a knockoff real quick. I'm just happy to be back in the building.
Who was the third team? You say 3-0. Who was the third team?
Who was the third team?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It was last week's.
It don't matter.
I can't remember. It don't matter.
It
don't matter. We 3-0.
Oh, okay.
We 3-0. We back.
So I guess the rest of the game
Playoff
don't matter
bound.
before the three, right?
Playoff bound.
Yeah, it matters. It matters to everybody else.
But Ralph. Right, I got you.
And then you already know who it is and what it is, man. I got Mr. OnlyFans himself.
What?
A.K.A. Nightcrawler. A.K.A. the Dark Stalker. A.K.A. Dark Skin Dirk Diggler. I got the legend in the building.
What's all these nicknames? I don't get it.
Hot dog, you been missing.
I know, man.
He got a new career.
Hey, man.
He's got a new career.
I feel like at the end of the day, man, why should I be selfish?
Hey.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. It's for the people.
It's for the people.
And then I got in the building with me Dallas Cowboys biggest fan. He's an even bigger fan than Ralph is a LeBron
100%.
fan in the building.
Oh,
I
my
got
God.
Hot Dog in the building. Hot Dog, gonna say what's up to the people one time for the one time.
Who's LeBron? I don't even know who that is. Is that AD's sidekick in L.A.?
Yeah.
You know who that is? Man, you know what it
He's
is.
just
It's
a
your boy
role player.
Hot Dog,
Role
a.k.a.
player.
The Hood Loves Me, Q Walker. Forgot that nickname.
My bad, Mr.
But
the
I
Hood
appreciate
Loves
you having me on, Q. Let's go.
So let's get right on into it, man. Let's talk. Since you got that
Since
trash,
he got the jersey
since
on.
he got the trash jersey on,
go.
y'all can't. If you listening over the radio waves,
Let's
he has a
go.
Dallas Cowboys Dak Prescott jersey on, which I don't know why, because he don't even like Dak Prescott.
He's a real fan.
That is true.
But anyways, I'm gonna go around the room, Hot Dog. I'm gonna let you cook last on this. Can the Dallas Cowboys secure wins against the NFL contenders? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I was looking at this earlier. They are 0-2 versus teams with winning records this year, the Eagles and the 49ers. They have matchups with 5 teams
Name
coming
the
down.
teams.
Name the team.
We got the Seahawks,
That's a dub.
Eagles,
That's a dub.
Dolphins.
Okay. That's a dub.
Who do you say dub against?
Seahawks and Eagles.
It's at Dallas, though, so yeah, that's a dub. I believe that's a dub.
Come on. Go ahead.
Okay, Seahawks, Eagles, Dolphins.
That's a maybe.
I
That's
worry
a
about the
maybe.
Dolphins.
That's a maybe.
And then we got Lions
That's a win.
That's a win.
and then Bills.
That's a
Who are
win.
they?
Hey, they 5-5, so I mean,
Oh, terrible.
They're right there.
Hey,
terrible.
I give Dallas 4 out of the 5 teams you just named, my brother.
So you think they can? You think they can?
Dallas can beat the Seattle
Y'all
Seahawks.
go ahead, go. I'm gonna end
Philadelphia
this whole
Eagles.
thing. Y'all go ahead.
What was the other 2 teams? The Buffalo Bills, of course.
Dolphins?
And not Dolphins is the maybe, and the team after the Dolphins. Who was after the Dolphins, you said?
It was Seahawks, Eagles, Dolphins, Lions, Bills.
Yeah, come on. Detroit Lions, Bills, Eagles, Dubs. Seahawks,
No.
Dubs.
Nope.
So the answer
Nope.
is yes, Q.
Nope.
We can't beat this. All right.
That's what I'm
Nope.
saying, bro.
Nope.
Okay.
Y'all can't beat the Seahawks. Y'all for dang on sure ain't beating the Eagles. You can cancel Christmas on that one right there. Dolphins. Have y'all seen y'all secondary? I'm good. So anyways.
I said I was worried about the Dolphins.
So and then the Lions, Jared Goff is up and down.
They can't get 1 out of 5? You didn't give him 1 out of 5?
Yeah, I give them the Bills.
Okay.
Bills is a dumpster fire.
Q
So
Walker, you
I'll
are
give them the
such a
Bills.
hater. You are not
Thank you,
biased.
Hot Dog.
I don't know who lets you run this radio show. They need to be fired.
So be
I'm filing a complaint. I'm going to find me a Karen. I'm going to take care of you.
So you think they can secure wins against any of the top contenders? Because every time Dak goes against somebody,
I mean, are you saying that those are top contenders?
those are the teams with winning records that are left on their schedule.
They have a shot of making the playoffs.
So you have the Seahawks, Eagles, Dolphins, Lions, and Bills
I see them going 3-2.
with losses against.
I see that.
That's a
Philly and the Dolphins.
Philly and the Dolphins. So you got them beating the Eagles. I mean Seahawks.
Yeah,
Lions.
and
Lions.
Okay.
The Lions will be a good game, but they should. When is that game at?
It's at Dallas.
Yeah, they're gonna win that game.
No, like
They're gonna win that.
3 of those 5 are in Dallas.
Yeah, they're gonna win. That.
I don't like that.
I
Anyway,
mean, but I think the whole key, and and then Hot Dog can go into his thing. I just think the whole thing with them is, it's just Dak. I mean, Daiquiri. I don't.
Did you see that throw he made falling down?
Man, that lucky stuff. He threw.
I thought he was throwing it out of bounds, bro. I thought the guy throwing it out of bounds.
legend, don't fall into it. They try to trap you. They
Made
try
him
to
want to
trap
do the
you.
Jordan. You remember Jordan did like this?
With the tongue out.
Come on, man. That's
Yeah,
all
that
I'm
was,
saying.
yeah.
I seen a heck of a
all
throw.
I
That's all I
have to say
see.
is I have zero faith in Daiquiri Prescott.
I understand.
Why would you?
The
have
resume
faith in
says.
Yes, the resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, if we're gonna put our faith in Daiquiri Prescott to take them to the next level, I think Hot Dog, as a true Cowboy supporter, will agree with me that it ain't happening.
Ooh.
And I'll leave it where it is.
Hot Dog, floor is yours.
So, a lot of people aren't talking about this. Kellen Moore got fired in the offseason.
Right.
They're implementing this Texas Coast offense. It's a West Coast offense.
Mm-hmm.
They've been trying to get it going all season long. They're finally now starting to. They went out and got Brandon Cooks. They finally are starting to show Brandon Cooks a little bit.
Showed off last game.
You didn't see it into fruition last week. You started to see it into fruition against the Eagles. Now, let's not forget about some of the plays where Schoonmaker's getting tackled before he got the ball. That's why he was short on the touchdown. Yes, Dak did step out of bounds. That happens often. He lost his place on the field.
She's always coming up short.
But
Telling me.
yeah, a lot of players do that. Baker Mayfield does that quite often.
What Baker got to do with anything?
I was just putting you in your place, Q. The Bucks suck.
He got his
my thing
playoff victories is Dak though.
But I'm not the biggest Dak fan, but I have liked what I've seen the last month. Especially in that Eagles game. He didn't have any turnovers. He threw for 350, had three touchdowns passing, 1 rushing.
Just another day.
So
another
No,
day.
it's not just another game.
It's not. Not
I
for
just
him.
think that as far as the teams that you named off, so the first we got the Seahawks the week after Thanksgiving. I think we'll win that game at home.
Okay.
We got Philly at home. I think they correct the demons that they at Philly. I think we win that game. What was the other one? The
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. I worry about the Dolphins because of their speed.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills just don't look good right now. Obviously, they're going to bring in a new offensive coordinator, so maybe the offense gets going a little bit, maybe. But also, and then the Lions, that's the week after. It's the second to last week of the year. That'll be a great game, but I think we get them at home. So
what you say? 4
I
out
just
of
think
5?
What is it?
4 out of 5.
I think 4 out of 5. Yeah. I just think that they're starting to get this Texas Coast offense going.
Oh my gosh!
And we'll see what it looks like. But
here you go, being a Cowboy, being a Cowboy.
I'm on your side, Hot Dog. I'm on your side, man.
When they suck, I'll let you know. When they're doing good, I'm like, hey, they look
They still
good.
suck.
Most of the time, yes, I'll let you know if they suck. But there is that guy on the BTG group page.
Who?
I don't even know his name, man. I just call him unrealistic because
Which one?
All of them.
no,
I think his last name Walker.
yeah.
I know exactly. I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking
He
about.
must be related to Q Walker because they sound a lot like just different aspects of the spectrum.
Well, I got to get brought up in this.
But
Just the Walker combination.
I mean, we 6-3 right now. Losing to the San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles isn't anything to be ashamed of. Now that Cardinals game, that was very unexcusable. I have no reason for that, but
Josh
I like where the Cowboys are heading right now. I think they're heading in a positive direction. I like where they're heading.
Everybody, Omar, he said everybody hates on the Cowboys no matter what. We ain't hating on the Cowboys.
Not true.
Me and B Legend are just realists when it comes to the Cowboys. It's just these two jokers over here who aren't realists when it comes to the Cowboys.
When am I not a realist?
Especially this dude to my right over here.
You gave me 5 teams that I don't believe will beat the
Okay,
Cowboys.
watch this. Is Dak a dark horse for the MVP?
No.
I think he is.
See what I'm saying?
No.
See what I'm saying?
No.
The numbers don't lie.
Legend, don't do it, Legend.
But, I mean, if you look at Dak's numbers overall, Dak has had good numbers basically his whole career.
Man,
He's had numbers. If you look at Dak's numbers, statistically, he's up there.
he does have good numbers every year. They just don't translate to
exactly,
wins.
but that's the
They don't
problem.
translate
He
to
doesn't
wins.
get the big wins that.
Oh, he doesn't get the what?
The big wins.
The what?
The
the big
wins.
win.
Oh, you mean like against the Eagles, Dolphins, like the games that's coming up?
Nah, I'm talking about when they lost to the 49ers last year in the playoffs.
They lost to 49ers this year.
You know what I'm saying?
Lost the Eagles
that's what
this year.
I mean. Those big games where he's losing in the playoffs, where he only has
You realize the Eagles
two
are 8-1,
playoff wins
right?
in how many seasons?
You realize the
What's he
Eagles
been-
are 8-1. The Eagles are beating a lot of teams.
Okay, so,
all right.
okay, and that's true. But you do realize, in order for y'all to go to the NFC Championship or either the Super Bowl, y'all got to go through.
I want to see the Cowboys play the Eagles.
Y'all got to go through either the 49ers or the Eagles.
Now, I do not
Do
like
you have faith in that?
against the 49ers.
You're going to have to go through either one of those teams.
I just
Or
said I
maybe
have
even both.
faith. I have faith that we could beat the Eagles, but not the 49ers. Because I feel like the Cowboys always match up well against the Eagles. If you look every year, they usually go 1-1 with the Eagles. But 49ers scare me to death. I admit that.
Why you say that out loud?
That's what I was about to say. They okay.
I wouldn't say
The
that.
49ers are very good. And they just went out and got Chase Young.
I know. We can't give them too much credit. That's why I
Man.
said they okay.
We played them this Sunday.
But I
Oh, that's easy money.
I'm
against
okay.
them.
It
I'm
is.
with this.
It is.
Oh, yeah, come on.
We always
Playing
struggle
the
against the 49ers.
mean-
but put us against the Broncos, see what happens.
That's
Put us in the same room with the Broncos, watch it happen.
Y'all still got Baker as
Man,
the
y'all make
quarterback?
C.J. Stroud. Y'all are the reason C.J. Stroud's MVP candidate. Y'all are the reason.
So you do realize he just came back against the Bengals too, right?
Look,
Who?
He got
The
to
Bengals?
throw somebody else in there.
I'm just
Let's-
saying.
Let's just focus on the
I'm just
Buccaneers.
saying. And we here for the kids.
C.J.
man.
Stroud does.
we here for the kids.
C.J. Stroud did go 0-2 against the Wolverines.
We here for
Don't
the
forget
kids.
that
Come
part.
on, bro. That's old stuff.
I know we're bringing up old stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, hot dog. That's old stuff.
Had
man.
to.
But anyways, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
go ahead. I want y'all to keep this same energy.
Tell them
100%.
legend. Tell them legend.
Come on, you know me better now. I ain't changing.
Oh, I know you.
I ain't gonna change.
You're gonna be over there in that corner talking about
Yeah.
y'all was right.
Yeah. About what? About the Cowboys making the playoffs?
Y'all going to be talking about us. We was right.
Talking about Daiquiri. Daiquiri gonna get in them games. You know where that ball going to pick off.
You would go crazy if Dak won MVP.
Can we get, when we're blowing out teams,
I would go crazy if Dak won MVP.
I told somebody the other day, hot dog, if Dak won MVP, I would start watching football.
you would stop.
I would not watch.
I
another
don't
game.
think he'll win the MVP, but I think he should be looked at by his numbers.
I'll give you that.
He's terrible. Oh my God.
What numbers are we looking at?
His touch. Well, for one, his touchdown interception ratio numbers.
Well,
What was the question they asked on First Take yesterday or the day
didn't
before
see it.
about
Is
Dak?
he the greatest Cowboys quarterback of all time?
Yeah.
Now that's a joke. That is an absolute joke.
and you probably was like, yeah.
That's a
He
joke.
was. He's probably
Not
agreeing
me.
with it.
That's a joke.
No, I just thought it was funny.
Why would somebody? But see, that's what point. Why?
That had to be Marcus Spears. Had to be.
No, I
Had
think
to
it was Molly. It was either Molly or
It was
Orlowski who threw it out there just to mess with Stephen A.
Listen, Molly ain't never gonna ask no question like that.
That's Stephen A.
No, it's either Molly or Dan Orlowski. Who
Probably Dan, 'cause they Molly.
They were just trying to poke the bear with your Stephen A.
Nah, what I'm just trying to say.
Stephen
to
A.
you,
trying to poke something else.
Thank you, already is.
man,
We need to go commercial.
that dude don't even come up for air.
Man, why would you? Jalen Rose played basketball, but man, he fumbled. But anyways,
Come on, man.
we
Well,
ready to take.
he would answer the ride though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that ain't a bad recovery.
You know, he winning, but
I might have to go with Molly on that one. Anyways,
Yeah, but we got to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we gonna get into some Josh Allen and what's that boy's name? Lamar Jackson, because Daniel Smith is about to come in the building. So we gotta get into that when we come back.
I want to see how he defends this.
What, Lamar?
Defends his boy Josh Allen.
Hey Ralph, can you do me a favor? Can you go let him in? He's at the door.
Oh, my bad, Leslie.
Hey man, if y'all don't mind, hit that share button for me one time. Hit that share button, call in. What we got? Dak can get good numbers when the schedule has the Patriots, Giants, Panthers. That's what I was trying to tell them. That's what me and B Legend was trying to tell them. But they don't want to listen to us, man. They don't want to listen to us, Austin.
Why didn't they? I mean, they didn't even mention the one decent team we did beat.
Who?
The Chargers. I said decent. I ain't say great. I said
Ain't they 2 games under 500?
There's one game under 500.
Oh, okay. The Chargers?
I said decent. I didn't say great.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, I'm so glad somebody with some sense in here. Hey man, I'm doing it for the haters.
He's a
What the heck you got on?
Kobe, Mama Day.
Okay. Don't look at this man's shirt.
Make sure y'all call in. What's wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with my shirt.
That's the worst shirt I've seen in a long
I
time.
swear.
I don't
It
understand.
don't even make sense.
It's so unrealistic.
What's Dirk in the picture?
Huh?
I like Dirk, man.
And then you got Kobe. What?
Yeah, in the back.
I think Dirk is in the right spot.
In the back.
What's the purpose of that picture? Q? I'm trying to understand.
There's so much wrong with that.
It is, bro.
I think it's top 5 greatest shirts ever invented, but hey, that's just if you ask me.
Can I ask, where'd you get the shirt?
That is a good
You
question.
made that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We talking some Baltimore Ravens in the building. We got one of the Lamar Jackson's biggest fans that just stepped in the building. If you don't know, if you ain't been a part of the Beyond the Game group or the Beyond the Game show in
Y'all
the
are missing
past
the drama.
2.5 years, you don't know that Daniel Smith Mello
The biggest.
is the biggest Lamar Jackson fan on the face of this guy green earth right here. But anyways, let's get right on into the topic. So let's talk about the Ravens. I'm going to let you cook last on this, Dan, because I know you got a lot to say about your boy Lamar Jackson. Are the Ravens contenders or pretenders? They are currently sitting at 7-3 with the last game. They lost to the Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Watson. He had a broken shoulder, and they still couldn't even beat him. But anyways, Ralph, what's up with your Ravens, man? They contenders, pretenders?
So when we say contenders, are we saying playoff bound? Are we
Super Bowl, baby. Playoff bound, yeah, that's without a given. Playoff bound, that's without a given. They 7-3.
So Super Bowl bound.
Super Bowl bound, baby.
I'm just gonna keep it short, bro. Pretenders. I do not see the Ravens making the Super Bowl. I believe the Ravens are a decent team, but it's going to come down to a few plays, and I think at that point, I don't know if Lamar will be able to make those plays that need to be made. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Sorry, Lamar fans. I apologize.
You ain't got to apologize to him.
I just do not see the Ravens making the Super Bowl.
I'm going to go ahead and make mine quick. I'm going to say no. I looked this up. Lamar Jackson this season only has one game where he threw for over 250 yards, and that was against the Lions. He threw for
That's not his game,
357.
though.
Well, how you expect to win in the playoffs, hot dog?
That's not his game.
How do you expect to win in the playoffs? Okay,
He ain't never
who
won
won the
the
Super Bowl
playoffs
last
either.
year? Who won the Super Bowl last year? Chiefs, right?
Unfortunately.
Who won the Super Bowl before that?
The Rams.
Rams. Okay. Who won the Super Bowl before that?
Bucks.
Notice the quarterback trend here? No.
Some all right quarterbacks.
No, okay.
A little bit of defense, too.
I mean,
Stafford.
you got to have a little bit of defense,
Yeah.
but your quarterback got to, do his thing as
Stafford.
well.
Yeah, Stafford's nice.
I mean, so,
He was.
Stafford's nice.
be legend.
What?
You and Daniel's Ravens. Contenders, pretenders. What we talking about?
Is Patty still in the AFC?
Last time I checked, he was.
All right.
No, say
Dan, you can have the mic.
No, I'm going to let Daniel cook last on this.
Ain't nothing else to say.
Ain't nothing else to say?
Ain't nothing to say.
Grand opening, grand closing. Hot dog, where we at with it?
I don't see them making the Super Bowl. Considering, heck, every time I watch one of their games, the receivers are getting hurt. Somebody's getting hurt, and somebody can't not catch passes. It's been like this for years. And no matter who the
100%,
receiver is, they can't catch a pass unless your name's Mark Andrews. So, but you talk about the 250 yards thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just not Lamar's game. I mean, it never has been. His game is running out in the open field.
And that's cool.
Dink and dunk.
That's cool.
He's a playmaker. He's not a great quarterback. He's a playmaker.
When's the last playmaker who won the Super Bowl?
And that's the question, and that's the problem.
But that's why I'm saying I don't think they'll get to the Super Bowl. And I like Lamar just because he's from Louisville and I like watching him play, but I just don't think he's one of those guys that'll ever get you to the Super Bowl. So a lot of things would have to happen to get to the Super Bowl.
Sean Gary said more than one way to skin a cat. Bruh, he ain't even skinning the cat. He's skinning the mongoose, bro. Like, he ain't even got the cat. Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
You can just speak, bro.
Yes,
You can just
sir.
speak, bro. Just let it off, bro. Whatever's on your... Hey, speak what's in your heart, my man.
In your heart.
Speak what's in your heart.
Hey, I just want to make sure I
Put
answer the question.
the mic a little closer.
And please don't hold back.
I just want to make sure I answer the question first.
Okay.
So you're asking, are they contenders?
Contenders are pretenders.
Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah,
Super Bowl
not playoffs, because I think it's a given they're going to
So
make the
I'm
playoffs.
on record. Everybody knows I've said Lamar Jackson will never make it to a Super Bowl.
Okay. Let's
Y'all
get that out the way.
Hot dog saying he's a playmaker. That's cool, but you're not going to backyard football your way to a
No, sir.
championship. Because the NFL defenses are just too good. Also, Lamar Jackson's put on some weight because he had to take the hit, so he's slower now. So nobody's really scared of him running the ball. So you look at this schedule. the best 2 wins, people will say, oh, they beat the Bengals, but we know Joe Burrow came into the season hurt.
100%.
They just started clicking the last 3 games. So they beat the Texans, rookie C.J. Stroud's first game, and then they've beaten the Lions, which to me personally, I don't think the NFC teams can match up with the AFC teams. I think when you match them up, it's an L almost every time. The Lions are still trying to learn how to win. They look pretty decent, but I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl either. No. So to answer your question, I think they are pretenders. They're just, guys that win regular season games.
Guys that win regular season games.
The Dallas Mavericks, the Phoenix Suns.
What'd he say? Just another guy.
Just another guy.
Los Angeles Clippers.
If you look at it, Clippers, we can throw them in there too. They can't stay healthy.
Clippers in there, man.
But if you look at it, if you go back over Lamar's last 34 games, he's only averaging 1.26 touchdown passes per game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a team that can go into a Super Bowl since probably, even they got blown out in the Super Bowl. Chicago Bears, they had one of the best defenses and special teams, and they got blown out to the Colts.
They had Rex Grossman as a quarterback, so that says a lot.
Against one of the greats.
Exactly.
Now, they do have a run game.
Come on.
Who's that?
Oh, A.J. Hawk, when he played on defense. Yeah, A.J. Hawk, he was nice.
No, we talking about Peyton.
He knows.
No,
he knows.
He knows. He's being disrespectful. He don't like Peyton.
He don't like nobody, bro.
I ain't like Peyton. What's wrong with you, man? It's got to be a light-skinned thing.
I want to say one thing,
we losing right now. You see we getting choked down, bro?
I know you did.
I want to say one more thing to add to this point. They had 3 losses.
Right.
All 3 are very ugly. They lost to the Colts.
Absolutely. Comeback from the Colts.
They blew a lead to the Steelers in the fourth quarter. And they blew a huge lead to the Browns. Now,
all 3 comebacks.
I'm one guy that tries to defend Lamar, but the more I think about it, the more I just can't.
It's hard.
Like, I like watching him play. I'm not a Ravens fan. I like watching him play. I don't have any expectations of him. I'm just like, man, I will see how Lamar looking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his game. But Q, I'm glad we agree on something. I don't like Peyton Manning either. Overrated.
No, I'm glad Hot Dog just said what he said, because a lot of people who defend Lamar, their way of defending Lamar nowadays, what it's became in the BTG group, is to say something bad about Josh Allen, not about Lamar.
Well, that's because of this man sitting to my left.
But when we having back and forths about sports, it shouldn't be Lamar didn't do this. Oh, but Josh Allen didn't do this. It should be, what did Lamar not do?
I'm so tired. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of that point, real quick,
that's why I don't get it,
Daniel,
man.
What's worse, Lamar being up 17 and throwing a pick 6 to lose a game, or Josh Allen on Monday night? Which one was worse? Slide that mic over to him real quick one time for the one time.
So, it's just close. I'm going to be real. I think it's close because Denver is playing better. Russell Wilson really hasn't played bad this whole season.
Talk about it.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Daniel.
Don't y'all do that.
No, I'll give you.
Let that man have the floor.
When they played Kansas City, he was awful. But other than that, he's thrown like 2 touchdowns in pretty much every game. He don't throw for a lot of yards. He throws for about 220, something like that. But he's also not turning the ball over.
Talk about it.
Javonte Williams wasn't healthy, So now I'm not saying the Broncos are good, but they are getting better. They're winning games, and they beat the Chiefs by like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was easy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're right. They did beat the Chiefs.
At Kansas City.
They did beat them, but it was Patty Mahomes that lost that game.
He was sick. He was sick.
Did he
But the defense, they got the corners back.
Yeah, they did. But I'm saying, did he or did he not play that crap?
He did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Because he played a good defense.
And what I'm saying,
The first time they played them, they didn't have their corners.
but all I'm saying is it wasn't at Denver. Like Russell Wilson won the game. Russell Wilson didn't win the game.
No, Javonte Williams had a pretty good game.
He did. But I'm just saying it wasn't.
He's healthy now.
Let's not give it. See, look, here's the thing. If you look in the league, light-skinned quarterbacks.
We run it.
And what are they doing in the league?
We running it.
Hey,
Light-skinned quarterback.
Make sure you
Bryce Young, loser.
Winning it.
Dak Prescott, loser.
We'll excuse him.
What's Jalen Hurts? He light-skinned?
He's light-skinned.
He lose. He lost.
8-1. He lost to what?
He lost to Pat.
Which is who? Which is what?
What?
Light-skinned.
Who?
Patrick.
No.
Yeah.
He's mixed.
Light-skinned.
No.
How you think we got here?
He more on that. He got the baseball.
How you think we got here?
I'm just saying.
We light-skinned.
We can't put him
Winning.
in that category.
said it's got
We losing in the NBA, but we winning.
has to be a little bit of white in there to
So
make
we
him
still
light
talking about Josh Allen.
Yes, we are. Yeah, 100%.
I saw a stat where he came in the league 2018.
Yeah.
Over that span, he leads the league in
That's
turnovers.
right.
He sure does.
That's
Hold on.
That's true.
I'm glad you brought that up. So this is for this side of the room. Andrew said, so we got the Josh Allen excuses in full effect today. Anybody want to comment on that side of the room?
Ain't no Josh Allen.
You know, like I said, we haven't even talked about Josh Allen yet. So, but you know, this is what VTG is.
Told you.
They don't know how to
Told
talk
you.
about Lamar Jackson
Told
without
you.
bringing up Josh Allen.
I just
Lamar
said that.
Jackson,
Not me. I don't care.
Lamar Jackson can have 3 turnovers, and you won't see a post about Lamar Jackson. As soon as Josh Allen plays, I'm tagged. It's 10 posts.
I don't know why you ain't ready on Monday.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's
know.
funny how y'all argue on
But look,
in the
I got
group,
something
bro.
cooked up, so we're not even gonna worry about it. I let them have their day. You know, I always come back. I'm a last laugh type of guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, but just to give B Legend a stat on Russell Wilson's play, the league leader in touchdowns. Obviously, it's crazy. The league leader in touchdowns is Josh Allen, and
He said it's crazy.
Tua tied. So, but if we were talking about Russell Wilson, he's one behind the league leaders in touchdown passes. So he's
about
been
it.
playing good.
I know, but I just can't.
compared to last year.
I think what it is,
Leave
man.
Sierra
I mean, we
alone.
talked about this. I don't know if you heard it, but you know ever since he got with Sierra, man, he got to drinking some of that juice, man.
Yeah.
You know he.
He ain't stopped either.
Yeah, he toe up, man.
Hey, Andrew said, cut the BS. You bring it on yourself. Talking about Daniel over here with
Only thing I would say about the game, the Josh Allen against the Broncos, it seemed like every single receiver on the Buffalo Bills dropped the ball. Every single receiver, including tight end, including running backs, incling receivers. Everybody.
He had some terrible throws.
He did.
Well, what we just talking about earlier?
No, it don't sound like Lamar because I'm gonna give you a reason why.
Hold that reason why. We got a
this?
caller in line. Caller, what's your name, man?
Who is this?
You know who it is. I seen Melo on there. I had to call in because he stayed capping for Josh Allen, talking about it's Reginald. Melo know who I am.
We got Reginald on the line, who's a Packers fan. So Reggie, I'm
who's the leading touchdowns? Man, squash that BS. We want to hear you say that Josh Allen been playing like ass.
Like what? Like what?
Come on, Daniel. Come on,
What do you say?
Daniel.
What? I don't know anything about BS because stats are stats. So, like when you look at the record book, we don't say Tom Brady got 520 touchdown passes. F that BS. Like, that don't make sense, bro.
Reginald, go ahead, man. You want to respond to that?
But you always this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm always at dude's neck. Because he always moves the goalposts. Every time I try to move the goalposts for Lamar, it's all, well, he got the number 1 defense and this and that and this. Bro, what? Bro, Josh Allen has been ass. Just say that, Melo. Just say, my guy, Josh Allen, has been ass. Just like last week, I admitted my guy, Lamar Jackson, threw the game. Can you ever admit that your guy has been ass?
Hey, so he said last week.
Hey, Reggie.
What about this
hold
week?
on, Reggie. I need you to coup on the A for they shut us down on the FCC. But Daniel, Daniel, go ahead and respond to him real quick.
It's the craziest part about it. Now, it's crazy. They see everything under the sun, but they don't see how many times I've made posts about Josh Allen playing bad. Now, name one person in BTG that's ever said Lamar Jackson played horrible.
Not a Lamar fan.
Now, they'll come to a post here and there. And usually it'll be guys that don't post a lot. Reggie finally said Lamar Jackson played bad, I think, last week. Before, in its entirety. But you can go, my dog Jay Robinson, Dante Wild. None of them don't want to talk about that, but they'll run to every post for Josh Allen. I'm like, that don't negate that he just blew a 17-point lead at home.
Reggie,
Melo, if Lamar Jackson had the numbers that Josh Allen had this past Monday, dog, you would be dogging him. And you know you would, bro.
I've dogged Josh Allen when he had those numbers this season, so I'm confused.
You didn't dog him this week. No, this week you didn't dog him. You said,
I got to dog him every week. Oh, my bad. But y'all don't have to dog him, but, once out of every 15 games, Lamar Jackson, I'm confused.
I do not get it how they are so intense over Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like there's no other quarterbacks in the league except those two.
I'm gonna tell you how it happened. So y'all had the LeBron and Jordan debate so long,
right?
There ain't no debate.
No, he's not going there. He's not going there.
That's not a debate.
where he's going.
There's no debate. It's never been a debate.
Never.
I want to say
Jordan is GOAT.
I want to say it's my guy Higgins, but I can't remember if it was him specifically. It's been almost 3 years. He brought up Lamar Jackson. And he made some type of comparison, and I was like, Josh Allen's better than him. And then some other people chimed in and said he was. And this has been going on for over 2 seasons.
No,
Y'all hilarious,
let's keep it real, Mello. We all said, like Seven, Travion Diggs said, he wasn't nothing until my brother got there. And he was like, well, Stephon Diggs, who is Stephon Diggs? Is he even a top 10 wide receiver? And all we were saying is, let Lamar get the number one receiver and you was like, oh, no, Lamar sucks and he can't throw the ball. Well, the other run first offense.
I don't think Lamar that he can't throw.
So he's actually proving my point.
Hey, you know what, Mello? I love you. At the end of the day, Mello, I love you. Go ahead, finish your station. We don't finish this in the group chat. Trust me.
Hey, appreciate you for calling in, Reggie, my guy.
No problem.
Yep.
But like going back to
hold that thought. We got to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, Daniel will finish his thoughts about Lamar Jackson, and I think B Legend got something to say about James Harden being on the Clippers when we come back.
Let's talk about it.
Oh man, the Clippers are doo-doo. Trash. I bet last week.
Actually, they're not trash, but
Last week, I bet on Paul George to get 25, okay? He scored 8 points in the game.
Sports betting has
Hey, y'all
changed.
keep them comments coming in, man.
Like, every person I talk to now, it's like, yeah, this team did that, this team did that, but my parlay didn't go through because this player
I just question, was there ever a conversation of Allen and Jackson before the past? Like, where did it come from?
That's what I'm
they
trying
came
to...
in the same draft. I don't really think there was any comparisons because
No. Well, I think it was where Allen was kind of under the radar because he played at Wyoming, but we all saw the cannon he had. You know, now it just has a cannon to the other team, but that's beside the point. But he's the new Dak.
we ain't going that far.
And I think as far as the comparison, also, you got to think when Lamar came out of Louisville, they weren't even trying to play him at quarterback in the NFL. They were trying to move him in different positions.
They went for his mom.
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We great finish up with some Lamar Jackson before we move on to some NBA because we got some craziness going on. Finish your thought about Lamar Jackson, last word.
So what I was saying was, as far as so they talk about team play, offensive scheme, stuff like that. When you have a run game and you have a top defense, that makes it easier for you to win because just like I was talking to a guy on BTG, Lamar Jackson can play average or bad, and most of the time they still win. It's kind of like the same makeup as
But Daniel sparks him up, bro.
Oh, I mean, it's true because when you really think about if you want to talk football, you really think about Baltimore. Baltimore is not a passing team.
They're not.
They will run the ball, they will eat clock, and they always have a good defense. That is their recipe to success.
same thing with Pittsburgh.
Past 20-some years.
That's what they do.
Caller, what's your name, man?
This is Alvin. What's going on, Q?
Hey, Alvin, what's going on, my guy? You still there, Alvin?
Discussion.
Yeah.
I did want to just make a quick comment about a couple of things that you have on your itinerary of what you're discussing.
You got 30 seconds, my man. We got to move to the next topic. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Lamar Jackson has a loyal following of remnants that is reminded of what he done on the collegiate level for Louisville, winning the Heisman Trophy and being an electric runner and a decent passer. And I don't think that those things collectively together has twinned at the NFL level. He still is electric. He still can run. He does not hit his open man all the time. And seemingly he has a way of losing close games. And I think that those particular things in the end of games, tight games, that he's getting dogged for not being able to win important and tight games. So we'll have to see if he's progressed moving forward and if his head coach who uses analyticals will lose games as well. How Lamar will do moving forward in the season, and he has a lot of things to do on the football field as some of us are still not convinced that he will even make it to the second round of the playoffs.
Hey, we're not.
We're not. Hey, everybody in this room is pretty much in consensus that, it's not going to happen. But, Alvin, man, we appreciate you for calling in and give us your thoughts on the Lamar Jackson thing before we switch over to the NBA topic. Okay, I guess he was gone then.
Look, last thing, and I'm done with it. If you swap Lamar Jackson out with Josh Allen, the Ravens win the Super Bowl, or they would have won one. If you swap Lamar Jackson out and put him on the Bills, they would be trash.
They beat the Dallas Cowboys.
They don't have a run game. Their defense is always hurt. The stars are always hurt. So everything's on Josh Allen. If you can win a game, if Josh Allen can go out there and be like, well, my running backs are going to run for 200 yards and my defense is going to force 2 or 3 turnovers, all I got to do is go out there and score 1 touchdown, maybe 2.
That's it.
So I know you're Josh Allen. This will be my last question for you. Do you think Josh Allen will win a Super Bowl within the next 5 seasons? Because I think that's his window.
Depending on who his coach is.
This is the reason why I don't. A defense can play them one-dimensional because under Ken Dorsey, every 10 plays is a Josh Allen play. Yeah. So all you got to do is play Josh Allen. You'll see Cook averaging 6 yards a carry, and he'll end the game with 10
I agree
carries.
with you. I seen you make that point, and I agree. Because when he got in the game, he was killing. He was moving the ball.
You can't run an RPO if Josh Allen keeps it every time.
And I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's very simple. Yeah. Until they develop a run game, it's easy to play.
Yep.
It's easy to play. Daniel, man, we got another caller on your line. Caller, what's your name, man?
Yo, man, it's your boy Don. What's up with it, man?
We got Donovan from We So KY Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm assuming you got a lot to say about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Go ahead and get it off your chest real quick.
I don't know. I'm waiting for the NBA portion.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, let's
go.
Let's go. Then let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
We get ready to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, Donovan, I'm going to ask the question to you and the fellas in the room as well. Since James Harden's got there, they are 0-6. Do you believe the Clippers will gel and turn it around? Donovan, go ahead.
Nah, I think they got too many ball dominant players. They don't really have your role players like you need to spot up and do other stuff. Like Westbrook, he's a jack of all trades except 3-point line, and you can't really count on him from the free throw line. So that's bad coming at your point guard, the leader of the team for real. Kawhi needs to be more aggressive. Honestly, I think they need to let Paul George lead the way and everybody else fall in line. I know it's Kawhi's team, but I feel like he can get a bucket pretty much anytime he wants to for real. So I try to get PG going early. Honestly, I think it'd be a great idea for Harden to come off the bench too at 6 man. I mean, he had some great years coming off the bench at OKC, and that's not a knock to the player he is today. But he isn't the same player. But I mean, he can still give you some good numbers. Overall, I just don't see it working out for the Clippers. The roster doesn't mesh too well.
So Donovan think, and I agree with you, Donovan. I think the offense should run through PG at this point and let Kawhi be the closer because I looked it up. I think PG is leading the team in scoring. I think he's third in rebounds with 5 rebounds a game. I think he's shooting 40-some% from 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I think they should run the offense through Paul George because he's been their most consistent player all year long.
Sure,
so I right there agree with you. Before we get you out of here, Donovan. Thoughts on Rudy and Draymond, man? What's your thoughts on that situation?
Hey, he put his hands on that boy, man. I'm not even sure why Draymond attacked him because it seemed like it came out of nowhere for real. Just a scuffle broke out, and he picked the player he least on the floor or his highest probability of win. I don't know about the suspension piece. I don't know the grounds of how long they can possibly suspend him for. It's a lot of testosterone out there on that court. Pause, but. Yeah, things get heated. It was crazy though. Go Bear, man. You got to protect your neck out there, man. That's all I got on that.
He expected it, man. That was unexpected.
He put him in the sleeper hole.
Hey, Donovan, last question. How you feel about the 76ers now since Harden's gone?
I feel good. We need some more depth. I'd like us to explore the Zach LaVine trade. But
No. Forget all of that. I need you to tell me how you feel about Harden not being on the 76. Don't give me this, well, we need depth. No, tell me how you feel.
Oh, I love it, man. The development of Maxley is a great thing. He's running the floor. He's coming into his own. He's a very hard player to stop because if you go under the screen on the pick and roll, he's pulling the three. If you go over top, he's blowing right by you. He has a nice pull-up floater. The team is overall gelling better because we don't have a really ball-dominant guard with Harden. I'm glad he's gone out his way, man. He wanted out his way. I can't truly say what I want to on these airwaves, but y'all seen it in the group for sure. But I'm glad we got him up out of there, man. He was kind of a black eye on the team, for real.
Hey, Don, you can say whatever about you need depth and all this and that, but you still ain't beating Boston in 7, my guy. You still ain't beating Boston in 7.
And I don't know. They kind of traded away the heart of their team to Marcus Smart, man. I know who they got. Drew Holiday it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they replaced them, but I don't know. I feel like we still need more. I don't feel like this is a championship team yet. But coming out the gates, I love the way we came out, especially after the Harden trade, stuff like that. I think we're sitting at like 8-2, either the top of the NBA or tied with the best record now. So definitely a great start to the season, considering how I thought we was going to come out the gate with the Harden saga going on.
All right, Donovan, I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. For the people who are listening, make sure you go download and listen to the We So KY Fantasy Football Podcast with Donovan and Smith Mello is on there as well. Donovan, appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Now, Ralph, I'm going to let you hot dog. Thoughts on the Clippers? You think they can gel and turn this thing around? They are 3-7, I think, at this point.
3-7, 3-8.
Yeah, 3-7, 3-8.
That's why every time you ask a question, we're going to cut straight to the chase. So when you say get it together, are we talking about with all the players they have on this team?
Yeah.
Are we talking about a championship team? Are we just saying, are they going to get it together enough to make the playoffs?
Well, I'm just saying because last season, I hate to do this, but I got to do it. Last season, the Lakers were up and down all season until they made the midseason trades and they went to the Western Conference Finals. So they couldn't get it together all season either.
I never liked Harden going to that team. I just feel like it's a bunch of players on that team, a bunch of older players on that team trying to figure it out, man. I don't have faith in the Clippers. I'll let y'all take this from here, but I didn't like it from the beginning, man. So I'm gonna say no.
I think y'all being too nice because Daniel's in here, man.
I'm gonna say no, bro. If they can turn it around, they could be a decent team.
Mean, man. Daniel's a bully.
But I don't see them being one of the top 5 teams in the West.
Go ahead, hot dog.
What did I say about a week ago on a page on the BTG group page? This looks like the over-the-hill team.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's exactly what this is. This is the over-the-hill team. This looks like the 99 Rockets with Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon. These guys are – no, this ain't going to work. They going to finish under 500, another wasted year of Kawhi with Paul George in L.A., I used to be the biggest James Harden fan. You know that.
Yeah. You used to wear his jerseys and everything.
But he's just – what is it?
Used to wear his jerseys and everything.
I mean, I still got it.
Yeah,
but I'm just like,
but
this is not going to work. This is just not going to work. This is the over-the-hill team trying just a bunch of guys together, like Ralph says. So, and they are 3-7. They are 3-7.
3-7, 0-6, and they have the Houston Rockets. I think either tonight or tomorrow.
Which are playing really good right now.
Daniel, go ahead, man. Well, matter of fact, no, because Harden's your guy. I want you to go last.
Get him, legend.
Because last week, legend, we ended the show on this topic. We didn't get into it.
We did. So last week, I made it very clear.
We was talking about Russ and Harden, and
we were talking about the Clippers, and
Jason said
I said what I said, which was the Clippers would not win any games. Now, of course, they're gonna win some games throughout the year,
right?
But they're gonna struggle. Since I made that statement, they have not won.
Play in.
One game. They have not won. No. Now listen, man. Now we gotta be really, really realistic about this. These guys know how to play the game of basketball. So to just think that, they're not gonna figure something out. I'm not gonna go that far.
Right.
They're gonna figure something out. However, they're gonna have to make some changes. So you got people that's gotta step back. Now who's gonna step back? I mean, you gonna think about this. You gonna tell me that James Harden gonna come off the bench? He's not coming off the bench.
Should be Russ.
But it should be.
He ain't doing it.
But is Russ gonna come off the bench?
No,
absolutely not.
Why would
right?
he?
So they had these conversations before
100%,
James Harden even came
100%.
in. Right? So what did they do? So they put Russ at the point. They put James at the 2. They put Paul George at the 3, Kawhi at the 4,
and Zubac
at the 5. Now, here's your problem. Kawhi don't like playing the 4. Sounds like AD don't like playing the 5, right?
Right.
So Kawhi don't like playing the 4. So now they ain't got no size. Now, they just signed down. They're going to sign down your Tice because he just got cut, okay? But they ain't got no size, so they're getting beat up. So if they go to the small lineup, they have no size. What happened last night when they played Joker, right? They didn't have Zubac in the lineup.
Beating Kawhi up.
He put Kawhi under the basket.
Beat him up.
Put him in the basket.
So because of that, even when they play the Lakers 9 times out of 10, they're going to struggle. I'm not saying they ain't going to beat them. I'm going to say they're going to struggle because they don't have anybody to deal with the big guys.
What did they give up in that trade for Harden?
Marcus Morris, Covington.
Really nothing.
Pete.
Yeah, not much of anything. As far as star players or big
Not
role
much.
players,
And some
nothing
picks,
major.
Yeah, but see, they gave away. They gave away depth. They gave away the depth.
Yep.
They gave away length. They
Yep.
gave away a lot
defense.
of stuff.
They gave away defense.
Nicholas Batum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nicholas Batum
So
also.
I mean, now you talk about everything going through Paul George. Well, here's a problem with that. The problem is, I'm not saying that James Harden can't play out the ball because he can, but I'm just saying James Harden is more effective. And he said, what do they keep saying? Well, we want James to be James.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're telling him
That's
to
the
do
problem.
that, then that means he's going to be the ball dominant guy,
from the Rockets, which he doesn't need to be.
right?
That's gonna X Russ out.
Absolutely.
Huh?
He won't be the ball dominant guy for the Rockets because now he's looking to pass first more than score. But this is the thing about that point that B. Legend is making. You want a guy to come in like that because as we've seen over the last 5 years, Paul George and Kawhi can't stay healthy. Mm-hmm. So you got a guy that's looking to pass and can pass to get them the ball in their spots to where they can do more catching and shooting than more isolating, putting wear and tear on their body. Mm-hmm. Westbrook needs to come off the bench because we saw in Houston, Westbrook and Harden can't play together.
Yep.
Westbrook can't play out the ball because he can't shoot.
He can't play out the ball.
So why would he be in the lineup with Harden? I know you're trying to please people, but you got to set a lineup.
I
and
agree
it
with you,
doesn't-
Daniel.
And it doesn't make sense.
I think Harden needs to run the point.
Yeah,
that's
just play
period.
point.
I mean, he
Harden
needs to run the
point.
which means that Russ can't play off the ball, which means Russ has to come off the bench, which then means that if he comes off the bench, now you're going to have disgruntled players. Now you're going to have two disgruntled players.
Terrence
now
Mann.
you got Terrence Mann and Russell Westbrook. So you got so many different things that are going on.
Isn't Bones Highland on the team?
He is. And you don't forget about Terrence Mann, who was a key role player.
So would you start Terrence Mann over Russell? Then,
I
in that
would.
situation?
Yes, 100%.
I mean, if we're going to talk
100%.
basketball,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay.
basketball, but they're not going to do
Let
that.
Harden run
I
point.
get that, but I'm
put
just saying,
Mann
yeah.
at 2.
So now what do you do? Right? What do you do? Because now you got all this negativity that's running around there. Kawhi is not playing aggressive at all. If you watch him play, he's not
He's
playing
not the
aggressive.
same player
I
anymore,
don't know. Something just
man.
looks off. Like I don't know if he's disinterested or if he's.
But he's always been that way.
No, but
You can't do taking turns like you.
Yeah.
Push the mic up.
It's not my turn this time,
That's
so I'm gonna
the
take this
point.
playoff.
And
You
that's
gotta
what I'm
have a
saying.
Why
point
would you
guard.
have all this on one team? That's
Right,
the
yeah.
problem. That's why I didn't like it from the beginning.
And then now
they got four slashers.
Now the thing is now here's the thing. So now you're gonna be put in the same situation that the Lakers were put in last year, right?
Right.
So what are you gonna do with Westbrook? Because you can't sit him on the bench. Because you sit him on the bench, he becomes a problem.
Absolutely, bro.
But in order for them, so we can from basketball.
That's big facts, bro.
But in order for them to have the opportunity to win the ball games that they should win, Russ has to be on the bench.
That's a tough conversation.
He had
for
a
Ty Lue.
stint last year where he was coming off the bench. though.
He did.
And
He did.
He was playing
Lakers,
all right.
he was
okay.
No. For
What's
the
Russ getting
Clippers.
paid right now? He's not because I don't even think he's
getting
tradable, right?
low.
No,
He's
he's a vet minimum contract.
Oh, okay.
So
So maybe he might want to think about getting rid of him.
who gonna take him?
I get it, but I'm
Detroit?
just saying.
Yeah, they need everybody.
No, we do not want Russ. We got Kate Cunningham. That's all we got. But we got us a point guard.
No, y'all got the rookie. I forgot his name.
Sir Thompson.
Yeah, he's okay.
Looking nice.
He's okay.
Yes, I like him.
So at the end of the day, where you're at, that team is completely dysfunctional at this present moment.
Yes.
I don't know how they're going to win ball games that they need to win because they don't have size. They got too many guys that are handling the ball. They don't know how to get into their offense. They don't know who we running the ball through. We're going to run it through Paul George. We're going to run it through Kawhi. Like Daniel said, it's like, okay, it's Hot Dog's turn. Okay, now it's Q's turn. Now it's somebody else's turn. It ain't gonna work.
But this is what I don't understand about y'all point. Like y'all said, give James Harden the ball. Okay, cool. But nobody on their team are spotted. So when James Harden has the ball, what is Kawhi and PG doing?
Well, they're mid-range shooters, and if you see that they run picks for them coming off the curl just to the mid-range. They're mid-range shooters. Kawhi is probably one of the best mid-range shooters in the league.
Probably top 5 ever.
Post guard in the league, yeah. So that's what you run the plays for. It's not like we just want them to stand in the corner and shoot threes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But Paul George is the most versatile player on that team besides Harden. But he can't do that for 82 games. He just can't
do it half the games.
But
for real.
for me to answer your question, they will be in the playoffs. We've seen this.
They're gonna make playoffs.
We've seen James Harden. No matter where he's been, they've been terrible early, and then January comes around, and then they win maybe like 30 out of 44 games.
So this team reminds me a lot of last year, the Mavericks trying to get Kyrie and Luka playing together.
Yep. And you see what happened when
what
Kyrie
happened,
came?
Ralph? They didn't
fell off the map.
They didn't make the playoffs.
They fell off the map.
I'm telling. Somebody's got to go. Something has to give, and I think we all agree collectively. It's Russ that has to either go or sit on the bench, and we know he's not going to.
But here's my other piece on this too. Let's not let the front office and Ty Lue off the hook here.
They wanted this.
Because
this is what they wanted. Now,
who's signing this?
That's what I was going to ask y'all.
So
that's exactly what I was going to ask. Who signed off on this?
So it is Ty Lue's responsibility.
Figure it out.
To figure out how to get this offense moving with these types of players.
Legend.
But still,
too many, bro.
I get it. But you signed off on the deal. You guys.
I don't think Ty Lue signed off, man. I think this was more of upper management and people feeling like James Harden was going to come save the day.
None of us were there. But the reports are before this deal was done, they went to all three of those guys and asked them, "Do you want to bring them in?" And they all said yes.
That just has to be some friendship.
Which doesn't make sense because from a basketball. From a basketball perspective, it doesn't work.
No.
It just doesn't work.
I think they were more intrigued with the name.
With the name, selling tickets.
Well, not even the selling tickets. Just I'm talking about from a Paul George, Kawhi, and Russ standpoint. Like, if we get James Harden, instead of looking at it from a basketball, like, how does this even fit?
Well, the other elephant in the room too is that they got this new stadium that's opening up too.
Yeah. But that's next year. But all of my free agents though.
It's over by the Forum.
Yeah.
But my point though is that now if they fizzle and burn. Then, because now you're gonna start having conversations. Do we break it up? Do we do this? Do we do that?
Bro.
Because now, once you break that team up, it's over. Ain't nobody going to.
Ain't nobody going to the Clippers.
But I'm with Ralph though. I think they just saw all these names and put them together. Like, okay, but they look at Ty Lue and say, "Listen, we paying you a lot of money. You better figure this out." Because Ty Lue will be the first one to go.
And we talk about Ty Lue needs to pull all this together. At what point? I know this is your guy, Daniel, but at what point does James Harden throw his drama fit and become that player that doesn't want to play anymore?
I don't think he throws it. And the reason why I don't think he throws it is because this is going to be probably
one of his last chances.
It's just either his second to last or last stop. But I don't think he throws it because I think his biggest thing about going to L.A. was not playing with Kawhi and Paul George.
Just being in L.A.
back home. That whole team is from L.A.
But what you saying that even goes along to the point. Like, what are we doing? Like, we just having a pointless conversation because he's not really there for basketball reasons. He's there to be in L.A., be in the spotlight.
They all are. But
that's what it is,
What do y'all think? So let me ask y'all this. Let's just say it was still Paul George. Let's say they still had all the players from 2021. No Westbrook. If they acquire James Harden, but say that it's currently 2023.
Oh, Nicholas Batum.
That's the Nicholas Batum. You got, let's say they had all those guys, still Morris, or even if you take Morris off, would James Harden be the fit and puzzle piece if Westbrook wasn't on this roster?
Yes.
I believe he could help because he can run the point.
Yeah.
He can run the point.
Because you don't have to worry about trying to accommodate Russ or a Russ type of player anyway. So it allows Harden more freedom, and you can coach the team better because you don't have to worry about how am I going to integrate Russ and Harden and Kawhi and PG. You ain't got to worry about that as well.
Look at the age.
You answered my question.
Look at the age. Look at the age of these players.
But I think it's one key thing I think it's one key thing that people aren't paying attention to. When you look at Covington, Batum, Morris, those three guys that left, those are defensive guys.
Absolutely.
These guys are Clippers ain't playing no defense.
They're not playing any.
They're too old to play defense.
Harden ain't playing defense. Westbrook's not playing
so that hurts them as well.
Kawhi's not the same.
Yeah, so which bring me to my next point. What they should have done was just like Philadelphia, where they just said, you know what? We're done with it. We're going to develop Maxey. We make the trade. Maxey comes in. Hey, show, buddy. You go in and beat.
He looks nice.
He does, bro.
They should have did the same thing with Terrence Mann, right? Mm-hmm. But now, instead of doing that with Terrence Mann, you push him to the back.
Come on, man. And it's not right.
And he's been solid ever since
he's been solid.
So now
his development.
So now you got chaos and mass confusion going on. So that's why I think, teams like Houston, they should win those games. But here's my point. I ain't gonna even say they're gonna win that game because they just lost to Memphis.
Who did? Houston?
No, Clippers did.
The Clippers, yeah.
They just lost to Memphis.
Memphis' first win of the year.
They just lost. That was the second win.
Oh.
They just lost to Memphis 3 days ago. You can't lose to Memphis.
No, bro.
Now you telling me you got those 4 All-Stars, those 4 future Hall of Famers. Other than I don't know
Paul George will make it. They let anybody in Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, Robert Horton didn't make it. I can't see.
I don't know if Paul George is a Hall of Famer.
But my point is, you got those 4 guys on that team, and you can't beat Memphis that ain't got Ja.
Because we thinking about names instead of the players.
I mean,
where they are. at this
But what
point
he's
in their
saying is from a
careers.
basketball standpoint, like even with the names, like those 4 talented dudes couldn't
You can't beat Memphis
At this point in
without
their
Ja?
career.
It's
At this point in their
It
career,
has nothing to do
it
with where they
does,
are in their
because they're not
career.
they're not the same player.
What he's saying is just their talent alone should have beat the
No,
Grizzlies.
it has nothing to do.
No,
with
because
it.
they're older. Like James Harden's.
That's
if
my
it was,
point,
If it
bro.
was Houston James Harden that's looking to score 35, they wash him. But James Harden's out there.
But that should be more because they have more maturity and also been more experienced, so they should have known how to close that game out against a Memphis Grizzlies
think about
team.
this, D. I mean, think
But
about
you
this for a
said you
second.
just now said Kawhi don't even want to play for real.
Hold on.
Well, that's
Kawhi
cool.
act like he don't want to
But
play.
hold on.
Paul George, get you 40.
Think about what y'all are saying. You talking about a Memphis team that's got Desmond Bain,
I got
he
you.
hoops.
Jackson, a couple other guys, I can't even
What they
mention
out there
their name.
doing?
Luke Kennard.
Hustling.
Hold on. And you trying to tell me that those 4 guys can't beat them? And
They didn't?
No, they didn't. That's his point.
Because they can't play together.
I
It has
didn't-
nothing to do with age.
They didn't have a camp together. I didn't expect them to just come out winning. You can't just. At the end of the day, it's pro sports. It's not us going
I
over here
agree.
to the Y. Like, yeah, I can go to the Y and get buckets and do whatever, but in the pros, you just can't turn it on, turn it off at 35 years
It's
old.
different.
You
You
know
right.
what I mean?
And that's my point,
Even
bro.
LeBron, we see LeBron, LeBron's 6'8", he's 260. Yeah, he can still get you 18, 20 points, but it's not looking good.
LeBron, that's like saying LeBron at 34, D Wade at 35, or Chris Bosh at 30. They would have did the same thing they did in Miami. They would not have had the same success
But they
at
would-
that
they would have
point
beat
in their
Memphis.
career.
To beat
Maybe.
They would have been. They would have beat Memphis.
No, because D Wade at 30, when he hit to like 32,
It was done.
it was over.
That's my
Okay, so
point,
if
man.
we're
That's
gonna
my
say that,
point.
so what you guys are saying then is that the Clippers are done because of age. That's what you're saying.
That's what y'all saying.
That's what I'm
Westbrook's
saying.
been done.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, what you saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So if that's the case, they ain't making the
playoffs.
play-in. They ain't doing
That's what I
nothing.
said.
Okay,
I
all
think they'll
right.
make it. I mean, look at the Brooklyn team. The Brooklyn team made the playoffs, and Paul Pierce and KG and Joe Johnson was 40 years old.
But it was
They
in
did,
it was
but they
in the
lost
East.
in the first round.
Yeah, it was in the
Yeah,
East though,
but-
bro.
They got beat by LeBron and them.
He'll never.
All I'm saying, I hear what y'all saying. I just think that those guys are good enough to make
beat
the
Memphis.
playoffs,
For sure.
and they are good enough to beat Memphis. I respect what you guys are saying, but from a basketball perspective, it makes no sense.
I'm just saying they got a
that
wanted
can't beat
legend.
Memphis.
If they don't want it, bro, it's not gonna happen.
It ain't even got to
They
do with
won't.
the one.
Man, we got to continue this next week.
It's insane.
In March, they won't be losing to Memphis.
We great getting up out of here. We appreciate
would hope
everybody who
not.
tuned in to another episode of Beyond the Game. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. We're getting ready to get on up out of here. And as always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama, y'all. We up at this thing, y'all. Peace.
Podcast at 8.
There it is.